News, events, sports. Same time, same place, right in the heart of Isla Vista. UCSBTV is serving UC Santa Barbara and the surrounding community with real journalism.
Hello and welcome back to UCSBTV, the university's only broadcast news station bringing you all of the news, sports, and events you need to know in and around Isla Vista. I'm Amanda Nolan.
And I'm Emilie Harris. Here are the top stories for tonight. Donald Trump and Elon Musk held their first cabinet meeting on Wednesday, where they spent an hour sharing their political agenda. This meeting included several Senate-confirmed members, along with nominees that have not yet been confirmed.
The Trump administration has directed federal agencies to prepare for mass layoffs as reported by the White House Budget and Personnel Government offices.
The office wrote a memo saying that Trump has required, quote, large-scale reductions in force, end quote, which will be implemented by the heads of the departments and agencies who are being called to submit the first phase of reorganization plans by March 13th.
Finally, 4 bodies of Israeli hostages are expected to be released by Hamas as part of the first phase of the 5-week-old ceasefire. 29 out of the 33 hostages have been returned so far. As of right now, there have not been talks regarding the ceasefire's second phase.
In local news, it's been just over a month since the devastating Palisades and Eaton fires broke out, marking one of the worst natural disasters in Los Angeles County history. Since then, Santa Barbara aid organizations, big and small, have been working hard to provide much-needed relief to fire victims. Reporters Josh Rhodes and Amanda Marroquinn have the story.
As of the time of writing, the Palisades and Eaton fires have killed 29 people and have damaged or destroyed more than 16,000 structures, according to CAL FIRE. With damages estimated at over $250 billion, according to AccuWeather, Santa Barbara County organizations, big and small, have pitched in to help their sister city in incredible ways. The Santa Barbara International Film Festival announced it will be donating all proceeds, according to Executive Director Roger Durling, to Direct Relief, an international disaster relief and medical assistance organization based in Goleta that has already provided millions in essential medical supplies and aid to areas impacted by the wildfires. The Santa Barbara International Film Festival will also be matching donations up to $100,000 through a matching grant. Aaron Robinowitz, an emergency response manager for Direct Relief, said the donations will be used to support their ongoing efforts to aid LA fire victims.
And it's going to be a long rebuilding process. Even when the fires are out of the news, we're still going to be working.
Santa Barbara Humane Society took in 13 dogs from the Pasadena Humane Shelter in Los Angeles to make space for displaced animals seeking critical medical care and shelter from the fires. UCSBTV's Amanda Marroquinn spoke to Santa Barbara Humane Society's CEO, Carrie Burns, on how they went about helping the Pasadena Humane Society in their time of need.
So what we did is we said, you know what, let's give your staff some respite. What do you need? Do you need some animal care staff? Do you need some of our veterinary team? We even sent someone from our public relations team down there just to give them some breathing room. Our staff went down and took a couple vans and took some of the adoptable animals and brought them back.
And maybe most importantly, Santa Barbara County fire crews traveled to Los Angeles to fight alongside firefighters combating the flames. We spoke to Santa Barbara County Fire Captain Scott Safechuk on what their experience was like and learned about his top safety priorities and recommendations for people should they find themselves in the path of similar rampaging flames.
Speaking with our crews that went down to the Palisades fire, they said it was very similar to some of the other fires we've had, such as the Thomas fire, but the intensity was longer. Everything was burning, and so they didn't get a rest period for 72 hours. If the smoke is coming at you, the embers are falling on you, the ash is falling on you, that means the fire is coming in your direction, and that's always a good time to leave. What to pack for when you have to evacuate, making sure you have your eyeglasses, you have your proper, you have your computer, you have credit cards, you have cash, you have your medications, you have your pets. You don't forget a family member behind. You make sure your neighbors are evacuating too. I mean, it's a community effort. You can't just rely on the government or the fire department or law enforcement to tell you when to leave, to tell you that the fire is coming. People need to pay attention to what's going on.
Josh Rhodes, UCSBTV, Isla Vista.
However, these organizations are not the only ones in Santa Barbara responding to the LA fires. Students at UCSB raised $11,000 for LA fire relief. Reporter Arly Lara has the story.
What started as a simple conversation among a group of fourth-year UCSB students turned into an inspiring movement that raised over $11,000 for victims of the devastating LA fires. Their efforts began as a small gesture to help their housemate and friends impacted by the destruction, but soon grew into something much bigger. The students initially launched a clothing drive to collect essential supplies for those in need, before expanding their initiative to include the sale of homemade cakes and unique art prints, successfully raising $2,000. This fundraiser caught the attention of local businesses who collectively donated an additional $9,000. In the end, their combined efforts raised over $11,000 for the affected victims. Mary, one of the organizers, shared that their common goal united them and the community in a way they never expected.
We're all college students, we're all coming from different places, and I feel like people really can connect under a common of trying to better our community and the community of Los Angeles, where so many of us are from.
Additionally, Mary believes that collaboration played an important role in bringing people together and creating change.
Collaboration is so important because if we don't work together as a community, as a country, as a world, I feel like it's just nothing gets done. And when people work together, it's absolutely beautiful.
More than just raising funds, these students raise hope for the community of Isla Vista and other communities. For UCSBTV, this is Arly Lara.
UCSBTV will continue to keep you updated. Well, that is all we have for you tonight. We will see you next week with local coverage you need to know in and out of Santa Barbara. I'm Amanda Nolan.
And I'm Emilie Harris. This is UCSB TV.